Let's get them.
Yeah. We can take these guys.
Get Quinlin his vengeance.
It's gonna be fucking dope. Not sure how to say that in Old English, but it's gonna be fucking dope.
Before Quinlan transforms, Quinlan, do you have any memory of the Red Company's abilities when they attacked your people?
DM, what? Sold to. All right. Well, I have properly conveyed that to Logan. Including the capsule thing. Okay, that one. That one was the Ketzel thingy. Mm.
Do we see any living creatures apart from the trolls? All right, so I'll say, uh, Q. Let's circle around, sort of widening gyres around the campfire. Stay out of range of the trolls and see if we can spot uh, our actual quarry. Let's not tangle with the trolls unless we have to.
Well, I mean, so our short quarry probably ran off, but I mean, those packs might have things of value.
Yeah. So let's not tangle with the trolls and mess with them after the trolls get bored and leave. Uh, let's look for the living things of value that might be able to tell us a little more than the corpses will.
I'll have Emerald hang back while Quinlan and crew scout.
I mean, we're
Even
still.
with the heavy fog? I'll probably pull back a little then.
But she definitely would have relayed to them that they're there.
Oops.
Yeah, it would be that first one. We are gonna have to go down.
And did we get a sense? Did you say of how many bodies? You said horses, but uh, humanoid bodies. All right, we're chasing 7, I think. So there are likely to be survivors. Let's keep uh, let's keep looking.
I'll tell the bushy to relay to them. You could try attacking them from air. That might drive them off.
I like it. I will squiggity squawk. And I don't know. I don't really have a way to communicate to my team, so I guess I'll just like start flapping and like getting ready
Um,
to.
let's let's stay out of melee of those things. The trolls are dangerous, um, and if they don't have anything to return fire, if we stay out of their range, we can pepper them until they uh, either get tired of us and leave, or whatever else however else it may turn out. But I don't want to go fist to fist with trolls if we can help it.
Well, me and Quinlin can lead them off a ways. We're flying. We could get their attention and fly off.
Yeah, that's an idea. Definitely get their attention and sort of do the injured mama partridge or whatever species it is that does that.
Well, you both have viable range attacks. Quinlan can just fly up in the air and you can shoot at them until they realize they're outmatched and run off.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Blasty blasted. Do we count as surprise attack? Okay. Anyone else?
That's bro.
But yeah.
How do you select the cup tickets? I never do.
There you go.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nailed it.
Oh, I can't select him.
Oh, is that what we've decided I'm going to use? Just kidding.
I don't-
Yes. That's, um,
I thought I was gonna attack him first, and then.
all right. Well, uh, I'll cast as my bonus action hex on the nearest troll, uh, targeting its strength, and then I'll fire some Eldritch Blast at him.
All right.
All right, and I didn't add the hex. Didn't add the hex damage. So if both of those hit, then
They
all
do
right.
both hit. Just striking into the blubber on the troll's back, and it kind of snarls, kind of looks up from the horse.
And so add 6 necrotic.
Amina, go ahead.
Okay.
I guess that is assuming, Lucan, you did not want to do anything. Because you're just kind of watching them blast it from AC 130 above air support.
Oh, I didn't realize Derek was up here too. That makes sense. Okay.
Lucan, did you want to do anything?
I'm good.
All right, yeah, Mabina, it's all yours. So, the first one does not connect, but the second one does, kind of striking into it again as the troll is kind of looking around wildly, like locking eyes on your party. Quinlan, would you like to do anything?
We're trying to stay out of melee distance. So. Let's see. You're still on my back, right? Yeah, fuck it. I'll do a swoopy dive attack to peck him and get out of there.
Do you have flyby?
Yeah. I'm trying to pull up the.
He sure does.
Quit. So it's spelled. Fuck. I always get it wrong.
Does not provoke opportunity attacks when leaving melee range.
Well, that's a relief.
You spell Quetzalcoatlus. Trying to pull it up.
Quetz.
There we go. Type that, damn it. Whatever. Yeah, I'll do the flyby. And, dive attack. Fuck him up. I mean, technically, it is attack. So, flyby and bite him.
Good choice.
Huzzah.
Did you click the bite attack? I didn't see it.
I can't do that. It's just got, I can see the stuff, but I can't click the stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I have clicked it for you.
Huzzah. Thank you.
You rolled a 6.
I'm the best.
Was it? Mine automatically rolls advantage disadvantage, and if you had advantage, it would have been a nat 20 for like 30 damage, but unfortunately you rolled a 6. So you kind of over their heads, kind of beating down on them. The trolls kind of like placing their arms over their heads, blocking your strike. You can see their like sharp claws, a couple inches long on each of them, just like nasty hooked things. Bethany, it is your turn if you would like to do anything.
Nope.
Okay. Dadark, your turn again.
Right then. Better.
Both of those hit.
And while we're flying by, I'll say, "You fat kidney dribbling hugger muggers! I can do this all day."
So,
All right. So, Lucan, do you want to do anything else?
I'm good.
All right. You guys watch as the troll's kind of like looking up at you, kind of like bouncing. One of them like grabs a little like chunk of flesh off one of the horses that still remains, and then darts off the far side and kind of slides into the water, and just you can like see its eyes kind of like disappear underneath the surface.
Ew.
The other one is going to do the same. It's kind of hissing as they disappear. I don't know why. The initiative tracker is all over the place. So, Quinlin, it is your turn. If you would like to do something again. There is one remaining troll that you can see above the water.
Nah, now I'm good. I don't want to get close to that water. Trust that shit.
Mabina, there is one troll remaining.
Okay. I'll drink blast it real quick. Just a quick little zing as it goes under.
Forgot to put this page on daylight mode. It's daylight.
All right, you all hang up in the air, and Bethany and I will go check it out on the ground. Warn us if the trolls come back, and we'll run away.
All right. So, Mabina, your two blasts, one of them just sinking into the mud next to the other one, striking it right in its like fat blubber. That's Jim. All right.
Can you bring up here? Can you bring up here?
So, Lucan, you guys are approaching.
Yeah, we'll kind of take a long circular path to try and avoid the area where the trolls went into the water.
Got it. So yeah, where you guys watch the trolls kind of slink into the water, they all kind of went their separate ways. But you guys guide the emeralds over the tops of them as he just kind of easily gallops across the air. And you guys make it back to the island. So you were standing amongst piles of like blood, gore, and viscera.
I'm gonna prestidigitation some of the stuff I want to look through just so it's not disgusting when I start looking through it.
Okay.
So does it look like this was the Red Company or a different set of travelers?
Well, go ahead and make an investigation check. Are you guys getting off the horse and wandering around looking?
I'll maintain mounted, just looking over the side.
Gotcha. All right. And Bethany, are you investigating as well, kind of rummaging through the packs?
Yes, after they're not disgusting, or at least somewhat not disgusting.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an investigation check.
You gonna hop off that Quetzal?
Yeah.
Are you guys as they're starting to investigate? Are you guys flying down?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off and start looking for where the path went.
As a Quetzal, do I have any like animal type sniffing?
No more than you have normally. It's not really uh, that
They
kind
are.
of a creature.
Yeah.
I believe it is a vision hunter. Hunts by sight. All right. So as Bethany, you hop off of Emerald and begin kind of prestidigitating some of the viscera away from the packs. As you're doing that, the Quetzalcoatl kind of thuds down on the ground next to you, with Mabina climbing off. There's Jim.
Yeah.
Uh,
Discord. Let me get into.
Got it. So Mabina just hopped off of the Quetzalcoatlus as the other two are investigating the campsite. Do you want to get off the Quetzalcoatlus as well?
All of the trolls disappeared.
They all slunk off into the water, just kind of like watching you go and kind of disappearing.
All right. And what is Quinlan? What have you done? Are you still a Quetzalcoatlus?
Am indeed.
All right. I'm gonna say let's get ready for a quick takeaway in case they decide to come back.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna kind of start flapping around and hovering and like keeping an overwatch.
Yeah, tell you what, I'll ride and we will be able to do some more air support if we see anything pop up. Looking out both for trolls and Red Company or anybody else who might arrive.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me some perception checks, those guys. Mabina, go ahead and give me a survival check to locate the tracks. Don't forget to roll with disadvantage, Dadark and Quinlan.
I don't actually know how to do that.
And remind me, we're disadvantaged. Is it the mists?
The mists.
We're not actually sure how to turn on that. Is that in the settings or something?
Gotta go into your character settings. You can do toggle or you can do not at all. So Dadark has got advantage, normal, disadvantage at the top of his character sheet.
Oh, so the top of your character sheet.
And Quinlan, you have yours set to always roll advantage.
Oh, neat.
So it should just be doing it for you.
Is that what the double roll is there? Like one is advantage, or one is normal, one is.
Yep. So normally we just take the left one, and then the right one is if you have advantage or disadvantage, and that much.
Cool. I'll just leave it, I guess.
Yes.
All right. So what are we rolling?
You guys are rolling perception checks.
All right. Yeah, that's right.
Good roll.
Indeed.
All right. Okay, so Bethany, as you hop off the horse, approaching one of the bags that's like soaked through with gore. You kind of prestidigitate it away a little bit. And you open the flap, and you find the inside of it is appears to be filled with meat and organs that have been kind of like cut and placed inside, pretty much to the point where the bag is starting to kind of like begin to thicken and like soak with blood again, even after you've just finished precipitating it.
Yeah, if it's just meat, she's just gonna throw it away. Be like, ugh, and then look for anything else.
All right. You open up the next bag, and you find that it is similarly filled with meat. Not much else. These are kind of like standard leather bags.
It looks like the trolls were harvesting for later.
Quinlin, you notice as you're flying over, kind of to the northeast, ripples in the water, kind of moving towards the island. Rather large ripples.
I'm gonna kind of okay. Let's see. I'm gonna.
The ripples get closer.
Okay, so wait. I'm gonna. And then kind of like swoop down, maybe I don't know, 30 feet above the water, where the ripples are, and then go back up. And keep squawking.
You all watch as Quinlan squawks and flies over a section of the water, and as soon as he does, the water breaks around 5 large serpentine heads, bursting forth from the water with screeches. And ripping forth, you see this like massive figure as it like screeches and flies towards the island. And Dadark, it is your turn.
And do I see these large creatures?
It is actually huge. No, humongous, I think.
And so they'd be hard to miss.
Gargantuan. Hold on. Yep,
All
it's
right.
gargantuan. This thing is absolutely colossal.
Well, I will fire Eldritch Blasts at one of the heads.
All right. Go ahead and roll for it. The first one explodes off like a soft part, and the head kind of like rips towards you and like lets out a screech. But the other one strikes a scale, and it is very hard.
All right. Glenn, I think we need to get everybody the F out of here. Let's go get Mabina, because I don't want her turning into sea serpent food.
Squawk! And I will turn that direction.
Bethany, it is your turn.
Bethany very quickly hops onto Emerald and is like, oh my god! And that's her turn.
All right. And Lucan, it is your turn.
Could I grab Mabina and throw her over to front of the horse?
What's the carrying capacity of a horse?
He's probably at his limit with Bethany and I.
Hold on. Let me find the rules really quick on if you are over encumbered. Alright. So, strength score multiplied by 15. What is the strength score of Emerald?
18.
Yeah. He is definitely encumbered. But his speed only is reduced by 10 feet.
Don't worry, Pop Smoke will get you.
I could hang out with Quinlan and come pick me up.
I could just not.
I'll just
Well,
like
I'm concerned that five-headed thing is next, and I don't want to leave you here. 17 minutes.
You can certainly... You could try to get away with her, but you're going to be slowed.
I mean, Quinlan can fly up as Mabina's kind of hanging off Emerald. Quinlan can just fly up and like grab her. That way we can all kind of slowly start making moves.
Well, Mabina also has Dimension Door.
yeah, I can just piece the fuck out if while his
So
turn.
we could throw her on Emerald real quick, get 50 feet away, and then she can teleport to the Quetzalcoatlus, and then, yeah, we can try and do a long-ranging, try and find the tracks away from the Hydra thing.
Oh yeah, did I ever find tracks or no?
You didn't really have time to locate them. You had been set down for minutes and kind of started looking around, at which point you were attacked.
How about my investigation check? Did it reveal anything about if these were the Zentarum horses?
No, Sunshine never be gone.
What you specifically noticed is that the horses appear to have been cut open, like there was just like a long opening, like from the base of their neck all the way to their, the end of their abdomen, pretty much like opening them up, tauntaun style.
From the gullet to their zatch.
Yep. From gullet to zatch, on each one of them that had been kind of pressed open and rendered a little bit further by possibly trolls rummaging about. But you did notice that both of them had a nearly identical cut in that way.
Gotcha. So if these were their horses, they're now down 2. Alright, well, if I'm able to, I'll grab Mabina and throw her on and then make a beeline out of here.
Yeah, you can certainly try to grapple her. It's probably going to be a little bit tougher because you're trying to grab somebody while you're on a horse as you're like spurring it away. But yeah. Okay. Got it. All right, you grab Mabina.
Alright, and move 50 feet in that southwesterly direction.
The triumph for not holding relics before the 5.
Actually, let's go west. Away from where the trolls entered the water. Alright, and that's all I got. This swamp is really dangerous. Now I know why no one comes here. So what is the Red Company doing here?
Trying to die.
Have we thought about perhaps maybe the animals were bait? Because there's like bags of meat and shit.
It could have been some type of trap, like they were trying to draw out the Hydra or the trolls.
All right. The Hydra leaps across the land, stepping right over the horses, just like planting its heavy feet on them, dashing after the rest of you. Quinlin, it's your turn.
So who all is on my back currently? Just Data, good. Yeah. Fuck.
Help.
But Q, let's do stay out of range of whatever spitting, spraying kind of attack this Hydra might have. So.
Do I notice it doesn't have a tail?
I mean, it does kind of have a tail.
I mean,
but
it looks like. So, as far as the picture goes, so I assume it's got some kind of tail, right?
It does have some kind of tail, yes.
Perfect. Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see its tail.
Okay.
Its heads are very long, like almost half again the length of its body.
All right.
So until we find out.
What?
No, was going to try to interject something, but it's your go. You do you.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna perform a flyby on the very tip of its tail. Try and get its attention. And hopefully fly back up that way.
How far can you move, Hudson?
A good bit.
He's got 80 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could go from where he is right now and back using just all of his movement. All right, so you rolled an 11. As you're bearing down on the Hydra, its head's kind of lash out at you, and you just kind of barely get out of the way before soaring back up. Mabina, it is your turn.
I'm gonna do as Lucan suggested and Dimension Door onto the back of the kids. Range is 500 feet, so it should be good.
No, they bring a person, right?
Yeah, because Dadark's already on him. Say, good luck.
How far are we from the creature?
You were like 40 feet away, I think. You're 50 feet.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
All right, easily within range. I will blast it. Not once, but twice.
Okay. Both of those connect.
Don't forget, Daydark, you can reassign Hex as a bonus action.
Don't. Sure.
Oh, wait. Disregard. That's when they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as you like lost the troll, I don't think it's like a minute concentration. I don't think you're concentrating it on it anymore.
No, it's a 1 hour concentration, but I can only move it if the target drops to 0 hit points.
Should have killed that troll.
I said that'd be a quick feed.
Yeah, not looking to get any more notches in our belt this go around.
Not fun to get those notches.
All right. Bethany, it's your turn. And you are just like looking up as these heads as they are snapping and bearing down on you.
Bethany is going to cast Dissonant Whispers and hope it runs away.
Hope real hard.
Feel the same.
How fucking dare you? It didn't let me sprint before I jumped, and then also only gave me a singular jump after my initial.
The Hydra turns. And runs
Oh, thank
there.
goodness.
Yep. All right. Lucan, it's your turn.
Full movement and then dash to get as far away as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Hell no.
We're fine.
You can keep it.
Yeah, so once I feel safe away from the Hydra and the trolls, I'll just try and start doing a perimeter to try and pick up on where the tracks might have went. Because if that was their campsite, then they had to have gone in one of the cardinal directions from there.
Okay.
I understand it'll probably take a while.
Bethany is going to help him with that, just since she's sitting up there with him. She'll try to help him find any type of tracks or a system or whatnot.
Okay, go ahead and make some survival checks at disadvantage.
Well, if Bethany is assisting,
Okay.
you can when he do it, like
If you're
straight roll.
assisting him, then it's just a straight roll.
Okay.
So you guys giving the Hydra a wide berth as it gorges itself, keeping it in the corner of your eye, you know, a couple 100 feet away, making a wide arc around it. You specifically note, you're able to kind of find them again as you had seen them previously and you knew where they were roughly. You find the tracks that led towards the camp. You do not find any tracks leading away from the camp.
I feel like this is set up.
Yeah.
Quinlin, do you have a locate creature?
Oh boy. Let's see. Here, let me. All right, I gotta exit wild shape. So I guess I'll and suddenly halfling, and then Day Dark drops down, and so does Mayabina. We're not. I would have gotten down to water level, and just
Go further away, please. Really
Huh?
fucking close.
yeah. Sorry, I thought we were doing a get the fuck out of here type movement already. Okay. So, around there, I'd like to exit wild shape. I'm now a halfling again, and let's see.
Okay.
All right.
So if they came in and didn't come out and the bodies aren't there, then either they escaped through the air or they went below.
Or they covered their traps because
Yes,
it
I
was a
locate creature.
trap for us.
They wouldn't know we were after them. But if locate creature doesn't work, we can also scry on them.
I mean, I would have to have a description or a name of that creature, and it's only within 1,000 feet.
So, I mean, you saw them when they like murdered your people, right?
And we also have their names from the ledger.
That's true. But, I mean, again, they'd have to be within 1,000 feet of us. And I feel like they would not be with that thing crawling around.
Yeah, we
Well,
can
you
try.
can ride with me, and we can get somewhat closer and see if anything pings.
Yeah, it does. It would last for up to an hour.
So everyone else can kind of stay further away in
Well-
a defensive position, and we can ride around.
Well, if you wanted us to fly with you, I could use polymorph to polymorph into like a giant eagle or something, and then we can fly with you.
I like the idea of having them scout and we hide. That way you save a spell slot. And, we got one scout in the air who's able to locate, and we'll just keep ourselves tucked away out of sight.
As nice as being safe sounds, I think the running around with locate creature pinging for an hour is probably going to get us to our objective faster.
All right, that's what I'm saying. You do the going around pinging with the locate. Those who are not on Emerald, hunker and hide.
Ah, yes. Okay. I like it. Cool. Okay. That sounds like a solid plan, Lucan. You ready to ride?
Ready?
All right, let's do this. And I hop on Emerald. Let's see, who's on the back? It's just Beth. You're on Emerald as well.
She's gonna get off and hide with Mabina and Dadar because Emerald moves faster if she's not on it.
I'm trash at survival checks, so that's who will hide.
Right.
All right.
On horse. fucking do this.
I'm gonna keep my eye.
So, those of you who are not, so Bethany, or not, yes, Bethany, Daydark, and Mabina, go ahead and give me some stealth checks.
I will take that direction.
I'll put up the hood of my cloak of elven kind.
You will take that direction. Here we go.
Deal.
Ooh.
You have advantage on stealth,
I can actually. Okay.
thanks
Sweet.
to the fog and just the general nasty swampiness.
Whew.
There you go. All right. So, Quinlin, what creature are you looking for specifically? Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you.
I would like to pull out that ledger and look at that name and say the name. Let me see that ledger. We got that in our notes, right?
Yeah, it's handouts, Red Company Ledger. You have a 1 in 8 chance of guessing the dead guy.
Guessing the dead
So I
guy.
would recommend going with a feminine sounding name.
Alright. Viconia. That sounds pretty feminine. Let's do Viconia Niranath of long name.
All right. As soon as you kind of play with the fur in the palm of your hand, you do not detect the location of Viconia.
Well, let's
What?
start.
Where'd you get that name from?
Red Company Ledger.
Why don't you just look for the hammer?
Oh, the Baconia was the one who hired the Red Company. You're looking for the rightmost column.
The what?
The rightmost column.
Oh,
Chartered agents.
derp. Okay. Well, disregard.
So like Serena, Liliana, however you pronounce that.
Oh, Shayna?
Shayna?
Shayna Liliana. Oh, yeah, okay. So I was in the wrong fucking column. Shayna Liliana. And I'll rub that fur a little bit and do the thing.
Okay.
Okay. Or do you wanna go ahead and count that first spell and I'll just spend another spell slot?
Crystal slash banded solar orbs.
Um,
I'll look at this too.
I mean, I'll say it's okay. You only spent one spell slot on this.
Okay.
And you get a ping,
Huzzah!
pointing
what
in a roughly southwesterly direction.
that way!
Jesus.
So are you guys just like racing after it, or what are you guys doing? What is your plan of attack?
I don't have one.
So Quinlan's able to maintain concentration on spells while he's wild shaped, so we could have him transform again and go chasing after it.
I
But
don't have.
if you get in a ping, that means it's within 1,000 feet, so we could theoretically just walk there.
He's out of wild shape, so.
Yeah, I don't have any more wild shapes. Because I had already spent one to be a Quetzal last session.
Oh, but we had rested that night, so we were fresh.
Okay, so I got one more. Perfect.
Yeah, we could have you save that for the combat and go on foot, or we could chase after them at a higher speed.
Rather save it. I'm kind of a attack.
You guys could try to figure out where she is And like Bushy, like you could talk to Bushy and tell us, and we could try to find you. Because I mean, 1,000 feet is not that far. We might actually be able to see you.
How far away are we from the party now?
Not pretty far. You guys, maybe 100 feet.
Yeah, so we can probably just go rejoin them and then follow the ping on foot.
Let's do that.
If they got ambushed, they probably ran away and are recovering themselves.
I'm inclined to believe the suggestion that they dropped a couple of horses as bait to give themselves time to get away.
That sounds like something an evil mercenary company would do. Don't worry, Emerald, I would never sacrifice you.
So, Lucan and Quinlan, you guys are rejoining the rest of your group, and then you guys are going to move as one.
Yeah.
All right, so the other three of you who've kind of tucked yourselves away, you watch as galloping back, like footsteps just over the top of the water in front of you, and Lucan and Quinlan have returned.
We should go quietly, quit galloping.
Yes. Sneak is probably good.
All right.
Yeah, I'll hop down from Emerald.
We'll practice those dressage steps as he kind of lightly pads the air.
All right. Lucan and Quinlan, go ahead and give me some stealth checks since some of you guys are gonna.
Off the building he goes. No, he went off the building.
That's still at an advantage, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah, so sneaky.
Head to this boss with me.
Pass.
Right. Come to this boss.
All right. So, what are you doing with Emerald?
What the fuck?
I'll stay mounted to him.
Immediately went off my fucking map.
It's going to be a little harder to stealth while you're on the horse. So that probably would be a straight roll. I guess, yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be a straight roll if you stay mounted.
Okay. Is the first check good?
I guess it doesn't matter since your first roll was the highest.
I shot him once, so I feel. But
All right.
instead best.
So you guys begin slinking kind of quietly. Emerald doing high stepping dressage steps that, even though he's floating across the air, still seem to kind of let out very faint footsteps. And your party approaches, kind of navigating, winding your way as you triangulate the direction towards your target. And eventually you come to a small hill rising above the water. Seated on a log, you spot a red-skinned dragonborn who is kind of leaning on this, like, black, scaly maul. Lucan, it does not look like the maul that you are familiar with. Next to him, you spot a soldier wearing some, just a human soldier wearing some splint mail. And on their right, another figure, kind of eyes peeled on the horizon, wearing some leather armor with a longbow kind of at the ready. This is an elf. These are the only 3 figures that you spot. And as you guys get just able to kind of spot these figures, the Dragonborn stands and kind of plants the head of the maul in the dirt, kind of like cracking himself. Gives his neck a couple cracks and lifts the maul up and swings it onto his shoulder.
Whisper to those within earshot. I don't think we've seen all of them. Keep an eye out. Let's stay quiet and unseen until we know that it's only the 3 of them.
Do they look injured at all?
Make a perception check. Actually, make an insight check. I think that'd probably be better. Insight check might be more appropriate. So of the 3 of them that you can see, the Dragonborn looks very bored, completely uninjured. The soldier on his left, as well, uninjured, but quite nervous, kind of jittery. You can see him like looking about, shaking, kind of like looks at his sword, kind of squeezes the grip a little bit, like he's quite nervous. And the scout on their right is just kind of uninjured as well, just kind of looking back and forth.
Agreed. It seems like they're waiting for somebody or something.
Quinlin, are these the guys?
Quinlan, you recognize the Dragonborn. He was one of the soldiers.
Yes, I think so.
Right, Dadark, what do you recommend?
I'm worried that they may have the rest of the party scouting or lying in ambush. I say we wait until we get some indication of what their true numbers and intent is.
Do you want to disguise yourself as the dead guy and see if you can confuse them?
Fucking bag, bitch.
That would be very interesting.
How far away are they? Yeah, so we're only a quick sprint away if any trouble goes down.
All right, we'll give that a try. I like that. We'll see what happens. So, using the best of my recollection of what the dead guy looked like and what he might have looked like, a little more alive than dead, I will disguise myself. And start limping toward our quarry.
So you stand up and kind of move out of your tucked away hiding place, and as soon as you do, the elf's eyes kind of walk over towards you, and he kind of says a few words to the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn just kind of lazily looks over and gives kind of like this nod. He kind of squints. The other fellow's like looks right at you, and you can see he's like looking at the rest of the party, just eyes wide. Says a few words to him.
While I'm limping, I'll wave and say, "Guys, you left me. Why'd you leave me behind?"
The Dragonborn kind of belts out at you. Mizoon, brother. Interesting to see you alive. I had not expected such. And
I was not really dead. I was just hurt real bad. You guys left me. You buried me. Yeah, that was hard to climb out of.
the other guy says,
You got any water?
Pavarex! Pavarex, this is a ghost! It's, just kind of like stammering. Shut up. Friend, come over here. We'll give you some aid. Make a deception check. Actually, go ahead and make a performance check. Go ahead and do both, actually.
DM's like, I'm gonna fuck you. I don't know how, but I'm gonna fuck you.
Alright.
Do I get advantage because I look like the guy?
Not really. They buried you. You were supposed to be dead, so it's kind of a tough one. You might be a visual facsimile, but it's kind of tougher to guess on the rest of it. What? Let's see. Yeah, Dragonborn. Come, Mizoon, my friend. You certainly look like you could receive some help. And he kind of one hand kind of swings them all over his shoulder and reaches out the other scaly fingers and kind of beckons you over.
I'll keep limping toward them slowly and dragging one leg behind. Where's the rest of the guys? You look like you lost your horses.
We didn't quite have enough for everyone, as you would remember. It's not quite fair.
Yeah, but you were mounted when I saw you.
That is true.
That tree put up a hell of a fight, huh?
You did. Now, tell me, Mizoon, how did you follow us all this way?
Somebody must have animated me or something. I don't. Those tricksy little tree fairies or something.
That is unfortunate. Come here. I will give you some aid and grant you some healing and health. Come. And he kind of reaches out to touch you.
Do I get anything from his body language when he's reaching out?
Make an insight check. Not really. He seems curious, and that much, and he looks like he's about to touch Daydark.
And do I get a sense that he might be trying to probe my disguise?
Make an insight check.
Oh, Quinlin, hop on Emerald just in case. I'll get you there real fast.
He does not believe you. You get the impression, he's only about 10 feet away from you now, that he is misleading you or you can see his eyes kind of like giving you, he's kind of like toying with you almost, like he knows that you're playing some kind of game with him, and in some way he's going to get to the bottom of it.
I will stop well out of reach of any of them, and
Brother, you must get closer for me to give you aid.
yeah, it's ow, my leg.
Very well, I shall come to you. And he begins kind of striding over towards you.
I cast darkness on myself.
Okay, everyone roll for initiative.
Probably should actually. Wait, oh, there it is. I couldn't find like where my notes were. I can die.
Did Quinlan have time to get on Emerald before this stuff went down if he wanted?
Yeah, I'll say he's able to mount the horse. Quinlan, what you specifically can tell, I will tell you this much, is that Shayna Liliana is like pointed pretty much directly at those three that you can see. So she is like dead on the other side of them. And you guys have only traveled about 500 or so feet.
About to drop a big large blocker on him. They can summon the boss.
Okay. All right, so Daydark, you're this is like billowing black cloud flumes out of you, and Lucan, it is your turn. You watch as this like bubble of darkness forms around Daydark, blocking out the rest of them from view.
Quinlan, did you hop on? I'm to give him the choice. Chris,
What?
are you on Emerald or are you gonna be walking?
Yeah, I'm on. Oh, you want it? Yeah.
So I'm gonna. It looks like I'm a bit further than 60 feet, so I'm probably just gonna have to move and dash.
Great.
Though as a bonus action, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself, which will increase Emerald's AC to 18 and mine to 22.
All right.
Yeah, I'll work out the second move in a moment. Playing on a laptop. Where's the cloud of darkness around Daydark? I want to be outside of it.
Can you see the aura I put on my token?
Not unless the DM enables it to be seen. Oh, now I can. Alright, so I'm gonna maneuver Emerald so we flank the bad guys.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
The scout is going to disengage. Move to there. And the soldier is going to pick up his longsword with both hands and swing it at you, Lucan. Your armor AC's 22?
Correct.
Okay, the first one misses. The second one connects for 8 slashing damage.
I'm magical.
Correct.
Actual trash. I just hit him with
So I
another
reduce
one,
that
just
by
fucking-
3.
I upgraded this game to like the new lighting system, and it has really done some weird stuff to it. Like some of the other sheets are just like broken now. It's really weird.
The lighting rolls in them.
Yeah, we're on like the new lighting system. Anyway,
He's dead. Cash. He's up top.
appearing behind you,
Yeah, he's dead.
as though out of nowhere, you see 2 women. One of them, a tall high elf in robes, leaning on a staff. She appears in front of you and kind of coyly to the other. I told you, Pavarex, that they were on our tail. And she...
He's dead.
Lucan will look over his shoulder and smile. You did a good job at hiding your tracks, though.
Alright, I think.
Well, thank you very
Oh,
much.
he went with fucking. Oh my god, dude. We need
He is
more.
going to cast...
I'm on mine. Oh, and he went through the portal.
Alright. So, she kind of like says a couple words and like
Our prime eagle's on
points at you, Quinlin, and then this arc of like energy bolts forth from her hand and impacts you, and you take 32 lightning damage. And the beam just continues to pulse between the two of you.
Quinlan, you take half damage due to being in my aura.
shadow. That's comical.
Assuming it's magic.
Envoy's dead.
It is magic.
Yeah, that dude invaded 3 times, got 1 kill, and also was using the shadow.
The other woman that you can see is kind of a short, looks to be a human woman with very pale skin, white hair, and reddish tattoos on her face. She is knocking a rather large longbow.
We'll just put a straight back in here with this install.
Alright. She...
Invading got nothing.
Oop. Nat 20. Alright. Lucan launches the arrow directly at you for a total of 15 piercing damage Nope. She has an extra thing I didn't click. Sorry, 19 piercing damage, 2 poison damage. Frickin' monks. There's so much stuff in her character sheet I can't even... I'm having trouble figure out what to do with it. Anyway, that is for you, my friend.
We need fucking Johnson to just come in here with his lazy eye and just snipe all of them immediately somehow. I don't know how he
Daydark, you hear the sound of a figure stepping towards you. Oof. Fortunately, even with disadvantage on the attack roll, he rolled a nat 20 and a 24, so... or sorry, a nat 20 and an 18 modified. So you take... actually, just take 8 damage. Correction. Yep, just 8. Just 8 damage. But it is your turn.
All right. Do I get the sense that he is able to see me, or is fighting blind in the darkness?
You get the sense that he is fighting blind in the darkness, and he is just swinging a giant maul around, like spinning it, twirling it around him.
All right. Well, I will, with Zilvire, cast Booming Blade and strike at him.
Don't forget to roll for concentration. He did hit you.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
All right. So the darkness is gone.
no matter what, I'm not gonna like this much of the show, but it'll be better than the fucking.
He just clobbers you right in the chest, and the cloud disappears. There you are, brother. You look different.
I am unable to select my token for some reason. There we go. All right. Yes. All right. First off, you perfidious, guts-gripping, incontinent varlet. He's left with a shimmering field of energy surrounding him. Then I will piss off around the tree and see if I can hide behind that tree behind me. Hiding.
All right.
And the the effect of darkness dropped before I attacked, so I did not have advantage. Is that correct?
Correct. And you rolled a 28, so.
And we're all here to like quickly beat it.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
You didn't get sneak attack?
Oh yeah, you did. You did get sneak attack on him.
Oh, right. Thanks. Forgot about that.
Got a feeling we'll need it.
Oh my god.
10 sneak attack damage as well.
No.
All right. You drew blood. Kind of.
Oh
That
my
hurts.
god, I didn't have my grenade. Oh. And I like
Bethany, it's your turn.
at waist level.
Alright, Bethany is gonna move 60 feet down, and then she's gonna cast, well, not really cast, but give Quinlan inspiration. You got this, Quinlan. You're gonna get your revenge. It's gonna be so sweet. So you'll get a D10 on any D20 roll, or you can add its damage. And that's the end of Bethany's turn.
All right.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't kill you. It's because he just like.
Abina, it's your turn.
Is this a bad guy? Right there.
That is a bad guy.
We have enough for Prime
Okay. I'm gonna come. What is it? Like 30 feet closer? Do you see the lines?
Here.
Okay. You got me.
I will move you.
Just so you know, if you are using Eldritch Blast, you can hit them from there.
As soon as
Yeah, I'm gonna get closer anyway because I want to be closer, but
There you
I'm
go.
gonna move
there,
and then I'm gonna shoot him.
there,
I'll go there.
right there.
Also, I don't want to be by myself in the middle of the swamp, so.
Yeah, where you know trolls have been sinking.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch. Twice.
All right, the first one misses, but the second one connects, striking her in the shoulder.
Wait, can I see him through the swamp? That far away?
What?
Yeah, but
That dude just took
actually,
a shot to
you probably would have disadvantage on the attack.
Is the fog here as well?
Yep, the fog's pretty much everywhere. When you're, close to somebody, pretty much within 30 feet or so, you can see them a lot clearer. But anything further than that, it's going to be tougher to spot them.
Oh my god, I couldn't move. He fucking, like, I was glitched on the spot and he just shot fire on me.
Quinlan, it is your turn.
Fuck, thank
Alright, I will hashtag cave bear mid-air while jumping off of Emerald. So, let's see, that's me. Which one is Shayna? Is it that one?
It is the other one. Shayna, you can probably tell that she is the woman with the white skin and white hair.
And she's the one with the big ass bow that crit me.
Yep.
Perfect. So I will pounce off of Emerald, and midair I would like to wild shape and attack that motherfucker. I'd like to do the bitey slashy. And I would like to add that D10 to my attack damage. So actually, let me roll that D10. Oh, that's fucking lame.
Go ahead and roll for your bear attacks.
Boop. And
I have a small. Once you get a medium, tell me. Okay. That's a good thing.
there you go. So, I meant to do 2d6 there.
Just roll the damage for it.
Wait.
Or, sorry, roll the attack rolls. You can keep those if you would like. So it'd be
What?
7 on the first strike, and then 15 on the second.
Yeah.
All right. Leaping off of the back of Emerald, just sprouting fur and claws, and just bearing down on the woman. Her robes kind of, as she's trying to dance out of the way, just like connecting and drawing blood.
Oh my god.
Lucan, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna drop my concentration on Shield of Faith and call out my ancestors and cast Spiritual Guardians. So would you like me to roll the damage for it now, and then you'll just do the saves for them later?
Yeah, that's fine. And the save is 17.
He's invading.
That is correct. So that reduces Emerald's AC back down to 16 and mine to 20.
Okay.
That's all I have.
All right.
Enemy invasion portal active. They haven't gone through yet though.
Poking out of a set of bushes on that far side,
No, you got one.
you watch as another one of the a human kind of dressed in leather, wielding a longbow, kind of hops up, notches a couple arrows, sends them flying towards you, Bethany. The other one, the one that you targeted with the Eldritch Blast, Mabina, turns towards you and sends 2 bolts flying towards you. One of them connects for 6 damage on you, Mabina.
Can I use cunning words as a reaction for the bow strikes that are coming towards me? Be like, oh, I saw you. I knew you were there.
You didn't. You wouldn't really have seen that person until they popped up. They had a nat 20 on stealth before.
Oh, it wasn't that 20? Okay, then I won't waste it.
Yeah, they were surprisingly stealthy hiding out here. And both of the attacks against you rolled pretty high. One of them was a straight roll, and the other one was a nat 20, for a total of 19 piercing damage against you.
Did I not kill a single one?
Which one shot me?
I shot a dude as
That one.
he was supering.
All right.
Standing up from where he had been hiding behind a log, you spot another soldier kind of come wading through the water and into your field of spirit guardians.
He, like the first round and the second round, he just rezzed people while we were.
All
He
right.
seems to shrug it off as
So
he
you
bears
take
down.
half damage.
Yep, he takes the 6 damage.
Invading. Okay.
And he moves towards you. And swinging at Emerald. One of them connects, the other one does not. For a total of 10 slashing damage.
Hey, stay away from my horse.
The other one is also going to attack you. Attacking the Emerald for 4 slashing damage with the first strike, and then 5 slashing damage with the second.
He's dead.
Alright. Seeing as you are now a bear,
Same. He's dead. We win. I was saving my fucking super to
not
go
a
to
good,
invasion for
not a
him.
good angle on that.
Oh, so I don't know if it did. It said you left our fire team as it was bringing up like the scoreboard.
Alright.
I fucking. Let me
So, directly in front of you, the elf is going to channel a spell, and a bead of flame appears at the tips of her fingers.
Wait. Can I counterspell it since I didn't use my reaction yet?
You can certainly try.
Is it 3rd level or under?
She is casting it as a 5th level spell.
Alright, so you need to roll for that.
But irregardlessly, counterspell on you, so it's going to pop off anyway.
Oh, alright then.
So, Quinlin, the bear, and Lucan, the warrior, go ahead and make some dex saves.
Quinlan gains a +5. And I'm assuming that's an area of effect. So Emerald's in there too.
That is true. Emerald does have to do that. All right. Both of you take 32 fire damage as this eruption of flame gouts pretty much directly in front of you. And as it dissipates, you notice that none of the villainous characters are affected at all. It's as though the flames passed directly over them.
Emerald poofs to the Feywild, and Quinlan, you take half damage on that. How much was it again?
It was 32.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Lucan looks really angry. Spiritual guardians drop. So the mage took damage at the beginning of her turn. The mage.
Yeah, she took the 6. She saved on it.
I think it's like the first few times each week.
Turns out a +6 to wisdom means you pass a lot of wisdom saves. All right. The monk drops her longbow, reaches across her back, and unslings a huge glaive with rings hanging off the tips of the blade, and is going to start swinging it at you, Quinlin. She's also going to move right there. She did not do. One of them connects. She's also going to... Yeah. As she's swinging the glaive at you, so 2 swings with the glaive. The first one connects for 3 slashing damage, not a lot of damage, but she is going to kick you as well, kind of like dancing off of your face. 27 and a 26, so a total of 13 bludgeoning damage between those 2 strikes. Just make sure you're removing the hit points from the bear and not from you.
Definitely wasn't doing that.
Okay.
How many hit points did the bear have?
The bear had 42.
Okay, so minus 16 that first one.
Then took another 3. Then another 13. So you have 10 hit points as a bear.
Cool.
Alright. He is going to move back towards the 2 of you, away from the squirrely rogue type.
Taking booming thunder damage.
That's until your turn, right? If they move until your next turn.
Nope, at the point at which they move.
Well, how long does it last?
Oh yeah, it lasts until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
I haven't had my turn yet, so he still has the booming blade on him.
Gotcha. And how much damage does he take? 6.
No, that was the attack. I don't know why it rolled for attack.
So 9.
Yeah, I'll look at the attack and see what's going on with that.
All right. Lucan, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw from a spell. It is a... Nope. Yeah, it's not a charm effect, so you wouldn't have advantage on it. Got it.
Did I tell who cast it?
It was the Dragonborn right next to you.
Interesting.
And at the same time, he is going to make an attack against you. Your AC is 20, right? So he's going to swing twice against you, and one of them connects for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Non-magical?
Correct. I mean, yeah. It's just a regular weapon attack.
These guys are tough, so they might have some better juice.
I mean, it's a magical weapon, but it's not dealing magical damage.
Oh, magical weapon turns it to magical damage, so I don't reduce it.
Oh, okay. Yes, it is magic then. Yeah.
Is he the only one? Or is there anyone else here that I should worry about?
The longbow strikes were magical. The glaive was not magical.
Gotcha. So
That's pretty much
3
it.
more damage from the longbow. Alright, all good.
Daydark, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at the Dragonborn. First, I'm going to Hexblade's Curse him, and then fire. But that means I've got to get out of hiding and into range.
You Eldritch blasting him? Is that what you said?
Correct. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go back and hide again. Oh, those were with advantage.
They both hit. So.
The I forgotten left the booming blade on, so the damage was 9 and 6.
9 and 6? Where you getting the 9 and the 6 from? Oh, Hexblade's Curse. Got it.
Because the thunder damage I accidentally included booming blade on that. So it's 4 plus the force damage.
Got it. Bethany, it's your turn.
Alright, Bethany is going to cast Hold Person at 5th level, so it'll have 4 targets. And she's going to target the 2 soldiers, and the mage, and Serena. And it's a DC 17 wisdom save.
Got it. Against who are you casting it?
The 2 soldiers, so are they both Dragonborns, or? Well, both
No.
of them. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's two men, the Dragonborn, and then there's the wizard, the monk, and 2 scouts.
The wizard, the monk, and the 2 Dragonborn soldiers. So those 4.
There's 2 soldiers and 1 Dragonborn that are separate. There's 3
Oh.
soldiers.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the other guy. Yeah, so the Dragonborn and then one of the soldiers. So the one directly in front of Lucan.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's a lot of shit on me. I'm getting worried.
All right.
Survey says, fucking no. I see it. Oh, what the fuck? Where did you come from? I'm at 13, so let me get 2.
All right. So one of the soldiers and the monk are paralyzed.
Send in a big.
Alright, I think she'll inspire Lucan, just be like, brother, I need you alive! You can do this! So he'll get a D10 as well. And then that's the end of her turn.
All right. Mabina, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna step closer again.
Target paralyzed people for crits.
Alright. I was about to say, if they're paralyzed, does attacking them shake them out of it? Or no?
No.
Okay. Then I will get this one and this one with an Eldritch Blast. Yeah.
The first one hits pretty hard.
Bro, I hate him so much. God.
That is true.
But the first one was a critical hit, regardless.
And that's the end of my turn.
I see him.
Quinlin, it's your turn.
I would like to bitey slashy old girl right here. Okay. Boom.
That's a lot of damage.
He's right here, super.
Perfect.
Just don't die. Oh, the fucking
Well, all of his hits would be crits, right? Since he's a-
38 damage to that target.
Like a bonus, can I, as like a bonus action, can I like let out a pretty solid roar to maybe intimidate those surrounding us?
You can certainly try.
I will try.
How bad does the monk look?
Pretty hurt.
What would I roll to do that? Perform? Intimidate?
If your bear doesn't have intimidate skill, you would just roll a charisma check.
Yep.
Hi.
All right, yeah, you're like roaring spittle over like the frozen body of the monk. Lucan, it's your turn.
All right, so I'll bonus action to Misty Step. And I'll say to the monk, I'm returning to favor. And I'll take my attack.
As soon as I can get 2, I'm ready to go. Fucking wanted enemies on me. Hey, someone come get these monks. There's a lot. There's like 8 on the fucking ground.
And I'm going to drop a second level smite on that.
All right.
Busted.
So for her, I assume it would just be the left column, 30 radiant.
Correct. And with that additional 30 damage, she dies. The longsword stabbing through her, and she just kind of like collapses, her eyes held open, and falls there.
I'm going to take my movement, and I'm going to go to the mage, and I'm going to use my last attack to attack her.
Okay.
Lost 13 and 15 just now. Holy shit.
Does that hit?
It does not.
Right here on me.
Okay,
I have a.
that's the end of my turn.
When you make the attack, you would be able to see that she is covered in mage armor.
Makes sense. I just wanted to know because I was going to start the sequence for smiting her if it hit.
No.
Okay, he just fucking.
All right.
Oh wait, can I roll the bardic inspiration from Bethany?
Yeah, if you want.
I guess I think I might have one or two.
Does a 16 hit?
That does hit, actually.
All right, I'll drop a third level smite.
I should have shielded.
Yeah. We're waiting on this dude. He's awesome. Oh, cool. I got 2 fucking energy. Air portals up.
Okay. It does connect. It bursts through the shimmering magical field around her, and you're able to strike her.
All right, Lucan's looking really tired now. Day Dark, help!
All right.
Yeah, I was about to fucking super him if I saw him, because I was like, well, I can either invade or just fucking kill this retard.
4 arrows flying towards you, Bethany.
Other arm going down. Yep. Their portal's active.
One hits for 9 piercing damage. Another one hits for 5 piercing damage. One of them sails over your shoulder into the grass behind you, and another one hits you for an additional 4 piercing damage.
I just hit him.
So for a total of 18 piercing damage.
And the whole person drops on the soldier.
What he is doing, moves to the other side of you, Quinlin, strikes for 12 slashing damage, which I believe means 2 carries over, so you take 2 damage. Then he's going to hit you again. That time for 13 slashing damage. Because he does have advantage as he is flanking.
Also, no more barrier.
Correct. So you would have taken a total of 15 damage to Quinlan.
These fucking phalanxes on me, dude.
The other one is going to flank you, Lucan.
Holy shit, he fucking two-tapped me.
2 swings, one of them connects for 9 slashing damage.
Is that Quinlan again?
No, that was Lucan. Quinlan is not being attacked just yet. And
Check it out, 0 most positive. Way to go, fun time. Most lost, 29. Most lost, 28. Actual retards. Oh my god, we're the worst. Me and you, we fucking drugged.
you watch as the Dragonborn reaches up, holding a emblem around his neck in the figure of a black fist, and a wave of healing energy billows out from him, and all of his compatriots are rejuvenated, their wounds close.
Do I recognize the holy symbol?
It's Bane. You
Gotcha.
definitely would recognize it. Dadark, it's your turn.
All right. Seeing the pickle that my good friend Lucan has gotten himself into, I'm going to move and dash to flank my cursed opponent.
She's just so taken aback by Lucan's maneuvers, she just didn't take a turn.
stunned. Lucan has that effect on women.
Indeed, usually I don't prefer to cut them up, though. Much prefer a nice candlelit dinner.
Depends on how they like it.
The wind billows out in front of you and just swirls around you, buffeting you, Lucan. And from the center of it, at the eye of the hurricane, some lightning crackles and then darts towards your metal armor. She rolled a 20, which is just enough. You take 14 lightning damage.
I'm gonna grab this adventure while
And you also need to go ahead and make a strength saving throw. It's each creature in the sphere when it appears. You take another 10 bludgeoning damage as the winds whip you about.
the fuck I just faced the wall. That's actually kill this thing.
Do we see this affecting just Lucan or everybody in the
Just him.
area of effect?
Just him. The rest of them, the
All
winds
right.
seem to pass directly over them.
Do I get the feeling it'll make that attack roll again next round if I'm into space?
You get the feeling that, like, the energy is still around you, so as long as the storm exists, it is going to attempt to hurt you.
Gotcha.
Okay, I need adventures, not trolls.
Visibility fine in there?
Yes, but all you can hear is the wind.
I imagine no one else can hear me then.
Correct.
I'll be very upset if it doesn't.
All right. So, Daydark, it is now your turn. Sorry about that.
All right. So I will move and dash to flank the Red Dragonborn with Lucan. And I will strike him twice with Zilvar.
Anything less than a 27. That is something
It is
else.
the power of my patron.
So were you rolling with advantage for those since you were flanking, or?
I did not roll with advantage. So
Yeah, you might crit on one or both. So might as well just roll
Mm.
2 d20s and see what happens.
nope, no crits. And I will use the rest of my movement to back away from Jan Red Dragonborn.
So out of the storm.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, the Dragonborn is looking fairly injured. Pretty bleedy and beat up. Bethany, it's your turn.
If I move here, do I have cover against the archers?
Like a little bit of cover, but the tree's pretty scraggly, so they could just step left or right pretty much. But yeah, from where you are, you can't see one of the archers.
Okay. I guess that's, for now, that's alright. Then I'm gonna cast Big B's Hand and cast Cleansing Best to try and punch this mage in the face.
Gotcha. Is that an attack roll?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the spell thing to work, but it should have a force. So yeah, the hand strikes the creature on an object 5 feet in front of it, makes a melee attack using your spell statistics. Upon hit, it takes 4d8 damage.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll the d20 plus your attack mod. That hits. Is it just the 48? What's the bludgeoning?
Okay, so 19 would have been the attack, right?
The damage is 24.
Yeah.
Dumb.
I have it, like, it's open.
Well, it is medium, so you have advantage on the check.
I think that's grasping. So Clint's Fist, I think it's just a straight attack with my...
Are you trying to push her?
No, I'm trying to punch her with the Clint's Fist.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, clenched fist. Got it. Well, it hits. 15 damage. Got it.
Alright. So that looked like it did anything to her?
It hurt her, for sure. You punched her. She's a little bit injured.
So did she drop the thing with the con, or do her con check or whatever, so she can drop that windstorm?
She succeeded on the con save.
Damn. Alrighty then. That's my turn.
Quinlan, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah. I'm gonna double Eldritch Blast her. She gotta go.
The wizard.
Yeah.
The first one misses, but the second one connects.
Alright, now it's fun.
Quinlan, it is your turn.
And that circle right there is that's a storm, right? I can see through it. I just can't hear what Lucan is saying.
Correct. So all of you within 30 feet of it are pretty much deafened. Or at least, if you're within 30 feet of it but not inside of it, you have trouble hearing, and if you're inside of it, you can't hear anything.
Okay, I'm gonna cast. Actually, this guy. I'm gonna do fuck. What is this dude holding? Dude right here.
He has a longsword.
Wonderful. I will cast heat metal on his longsword. Bird, motherfucker. I just find that fucking spell. There. And as I'm casting it, I'll yell, "Burn!" That'll be the end of
And on a fail, what is it?
on a failed Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d8 fire damage.
So he takes the damage automatically, but the con save keeps him from dropping the object.
Gotcha. All right, he drops it. Or no, he doesn't drop it. He's still holding it.
But he'll have disadvantage on the attack rolls, and the damage is just automatic as long as he holds it.
Lucan, it's your turn.
Alright, staring the Dragonborn in the eyes, I'll touch my holy symbol. It'll glow with a radiant light, and I'll use Lay of Hands to heal myself for 45. As a bonus action, I'll cast Shield of Faith to raise my AC up to 22.
Okay, you are casting a spell. He is going to use his reaction to hit you.
So you choose what you want. Place either heal, there's heal.
Can Bethany do cunning words on that? He's within 60 feet.
You can certainly try. You can try. Okay.
Don't hit my brother!
And the maul misses. Just barely. Good thing you did that. He was about to hit the dickens out of you.
Yeah, I'm going to South Carolina next week. You wanna come?
I'll keep that in mind. And that's all I got.
Oh, also, you started your turn in the, or you ended your turn in the sphere, you need to make another strength saving throw. You take another 10 bludgeoning damage. All right, the two scouts are going to send another flurry of arrows towards you, Bethany. However, only one of them connects this time for 7 total damage. The veteran in front of you, Quinlin, is going to drop his weapon. And he is going to start, he's going to step back out of range. Use his other action to lift the heavy crossbow off his back. And miss.
Hey, do I get a attack of opportunity?
You sure do. You can try to punch him.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna try and punch him in the gut, I guess. Punch him real good.
What does he roll for punching?
Just a strength check. Plus your whatever your strength modifier is. And then it's your strength score, I think, plus 1. Or your strength mod plus 1 damage if you hit. So yeah, just a strength check and then whatever your strength mod is.
0.
Fortunately, he moves out of the way of it. And he kind of shakes his hand off and steps back. 46 more lightning damage against you, Lucan. Standing
And that
in
was
this,
even with the increased AC.
oh, actually, no, it would miss. I did not realize you had. I forgot you did that. Yep, it does not connect with the bolt of lightning. Strikes the ground next to you. You just kind of dodge out of the way of it. And she's going to
Gods
step
be
right there.
good.
And she's shouts at you, Lucan. This is fun. Goodbye. And her and the Dragonborn dimension door.
So I attempt to yell the Daydark to go get them, but he can't hear me through the storm.
All right.
Why is she so damn friendly?
Wait, does the dimension door, does the storm stop when she leaves?
It does. I'm trying to delete the damn thing.
She can maintain concentration on it.
Yeah, she'll do that.
Yeah, Dimension Door isn't a concentration spell or anything. Though if she does like me enough, she could drop concentration on it.
No, she doesn't like you.
So I'm going to look around and see, did they just poof off 30 feet or did they disappear out of sight?
Well out of sight. You can no longer see them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, damn it.
You guys almost killed my my NPCs. My heart's kind of racing, I'm not gonna lie.
I thought that was the point.
Well, my point is to keep them alive
All right.
for the story.
I will shout into the wind, you Pavarax, you buttery sheep-biting hag seed.
What about these handful that are left? Do you want to continue killing them?
And then I'm going to run over to the other side of the guy who's up against Lucan, and I will give him what for?
All right.
Just a question.
mean,
Do
the-
I have some of that mage's blood on my sword?
Go find their
Yeah, you definitely you hit her. She bled all over you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get her.
My screen is still refreshing. Is that, are we changing something? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you could probably get into that position and be able to flank, even though it's off the edge of the map.
So I'm going to move to flanking position and then strike this so-and-so.
Hit him.
You're not escaped yet, right?
Now my character sheet just disappeared as well as everything else. I got to bring that back.
So I'm guessing the ones with the blue circles were important.
I mean, that's true. You know, the rest of them were just kind of goons.
All right, that was and
That does hit.
it does hit. So let's see. I didn't do sneak attack on that one.
Are you doing booming blade?
I'm not doing booming blade. I'm doing the other thing.
Thirsty
Multi-attack.
blade.
Rally to the fleet.
Thirsty blade.
Yummy, yummy. All right. Yeah, both of those
So
connect and draw blood from the soldier.
And the second one crits. Did I get a crit on that roll?
You did 15 damage on the second one with the crit, and then a total of also 15 on the first one, thanks to your sneak attack.
Right. Then I'm going to. You know what? If Lucan wants to have a go at this guy, we'll stick in place and let him have advantage too.
Bethany is really annoyed with these archers. She's gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern in the little square you see drawn and hope that they are mesmerized. And because she's casting through her instrument and it's a charm spell, you have disadvantage on the saving throw. And that is a DC 17 Wisdom.
One of them kind of stares at the lights and goes a little slack-jawed and just watches them. The other one is not charmed.
Is that it?
Yeah, well, can't really do much else. So she's just gonna stay where she is.
Now it's just minding its own business.
Nabina, it's your turn.
Alright. If I fuck with them. Okay, that's hypnotic pattern. So messing with them does take them out of it, yeah.
The one that's looking at the shiny lights, don't touch her. But the other one isn't mesmerized.
Which one's looking at the shiny lights?
The one with the skull on her. Yeah.
It's actually Hard Eyes.
Perfect. Okay. So then I'll do 2 Eldritch Blast. Actually, this is the bad guy still.
That is a villain.
Okay. I'll do both Eldritch Blasts at that guy. Actually.
Alright, time to go do anti-air.
All right, both of those hit,
Is that the fucking one where you have to like?
and the scout boom boom just falls into the water and just kind of floats there.
I guess temporary hit.
Quinlan, it is your turn.
But also,
Or exactly is that guy? Is he out of the map, or is he still?
Nope, he's standing right there. He only went back a few feet.
Wonderful. I will cast. What's it called? Reduce flame.
I don't know how I did 5 adventures.
Oh, produce flame. Basically throwing a tiny fireball.
Unfortunately, does not connect.
Heck.
He kind of dodges out of the way as he's like notching another crossbow bolt.
All right. Well, I will use my my movement to
Build the servitors.
run. Yeah. This way.
Run and hide, Q.
All right.
Sorry. I had one more.
Scout is charmed.
I think you might have skipped my turn.
Did I? Yeah, I did that. That's right.
Alright, so what type of action would it be to take a piece of cloth and wipe the blood on my sword on it?
I'll say you can do that as a free action.
Alright, so I'll do that to maintain some of the blood for prosperity. And then I'll attack the warrior twice.
All right. That hits. Still standing.
Right here, you all done with your shit?
That one does not hit.
Alright, can I drop a first level smite on the first one?
Sure.
Staying gonna take us to the farm. No Mexicans at the farm.
Still standing, but just barely. Is that the end of your turn?
I hightail it out of that zone.
All right. He is going to opportunity attack, and he misses.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. The one standing in front of you, Daydark, who just did the opportunity attack against Lucan, he kind of turns towards you, looking at the rest of you. Seeing that his commanders have abandoned him, he turns and begins fleeing into the swamp, disengaging from you.
Disengaging, you coward.
And he's going to run 30 feet. He's just out of there.
You're a froward, hell-hated carrion frog.
The other one sees his comrade turn and run, and he just drops his crossbow and starts out of there in the same direction.
I assume he disengaged as well.
Yeah, he disengaged from you. So they've only gone about 30 feet. Daydark, it's your turn.
Daydark, give him a coward death.
It is
You
your turn.
too are a surly old bred mangy dog.
What does it just get better when you?
Oh, my turn. There's only the charmed one left on the field, is it?
Yeah, I think we should tire up and question her.
Definitely should tie her up and question her. That's what I was thinking
You probably
too.
have enough speed to catch the two that ran away, or you can shoot them in the back.
Yeah, they're only like the first one's only about 30 feet away from you, and the other one's maybe about 40.
All right. Well, which was the one who was in melee with me? That the one that was closest to me. I'm going to give him 2 pops with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm hoping that a little force is going to trip him up and knock his face into the swamp.
All right, the first one misses, but the second one strikes him in the back, and he falls face first into the muck.
And I'm going to run over to him and start tying him up.
He's dead. You killed him.
Oh, he's dead. I killed him?
You killed him.
Yeah, melee
That's
attacks are the
fine.
ones that are non-lethal.
What's that?
Melee
yeah.
attack.
I didn't know whether he'd fallen over just because he tripped or fell over dead. But I guess I should figure he's dead. So I'll use my movement and a dash to get over to the charmed archer. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Bethany, it's your turn.
Amanda, do you have the monocles?
She can definitely still hit the other guy who's running away.
Well, no, I'm just curious who has the the handcuffs that we had.
Rabina has the manacles,
Okay.
but we can take care of that later. We gotta get this guy that's running after murdering Quinlin's people.
Yeah, but I can't really help with that. So I'm just gonna go and stand next to the charmed person.
Yeah, I'm pretty far away too. I'll go and manacle him.
You're still
But
in range of the one that's running.
You could give him a little parting shot.
Sure. Again, I did blast him one good time. Boop. 2 good times.
The trolls and the Hydra deserve some snacks.
The first one hits, the second one unfortunately does not. Striking him in the shoulder, he kind of stumbles but continues running. The second one splashing into the mud next to him as he's kind of starting to weave. Quinlin, it's your turn.
I am going to run over here. And
What are you doing?
hold on. I'll cast Flame Blade. I'm gonna use it. Flame Blade. Where are you at? Put down. Gotcha. Fuck up there.
Cool. So go ahead and roll your melee spell attack.
Talking about the D20 or roll the
Yep,
2d6?
D20 plus your spell attack modifier. So a D20 plus 8. Well, that hits. Go ahead and roll 3d6.
Wow.
Is he okay?
Does Quinlan have a look of murder in his eyes?
I don't know. I kind of does Quinlan have a look of murder in his eyes?
I mean, always. But
What did it look of successful?
that's it. Do I have blood on my face now?
You definitely do. And the cut sears the back of the elf, and her eyes kind of wake up and she looks around in fear. Lucan, it's your turn.
Alright, Lucan will drop his sword, go pick up his longbow, cast Ensnaring Strike as a bonus action. And I'm going to take 2 shots at the fleeing guy. This is for the helpless druid.
Alright. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Yeah, I'm just lagging him.
The arrow sticks him in the shoulder. And he kind of the like vines begin to sprout out of the ground and grab him, and he like moves his legs out of the way as he's like continuing to run. The vines are attempting to grab him, but he moves out of the way. And the second arrow You rolled a longsword strike on that second one, just so you know.
Oops.
So it would have been a 9.
You want me to
But the second
re-roll
one,
that?
No, it's
or...
fine. It's fine. It would have been a 9. That one does miss. And he does not get snared, and he continues running.
Alright, I'll get 2 more shots out of before he's out of range.
Alright. So he is about 30 feet away from you. But the scout disengages and is going to attempt to run away. And he's going to move 30 feet away. So 10 feet further than that. The soldier is going to dash, so he moves another 60 feet. So he's now 90 feet away from you, Lucan.
Yep, I got a range of 120.
Daedhark, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move off after the running scout, and when I catch up, I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at the fleeing soldier.
Okay. Hits. And hits, and he drops into the mud.
All right. And for my bonus action, I will try to trip the fleeing scout.
Is that a thing you can do?
No, I just said that.
Okay. Bethany, it's your turn.
Bethany has a dagger she could throw at the scout. That's about it.
Okay.
Scout's probably too far away.
60 feet's a long range. It'd just be disadvantage. Although I could move to get within 20.
She's 45 feet away from you.
Yeah, so I could move 30 feet and be within 15, which would put me within the 20 for the dagger throw.
Go for it. Kill him. Yeah. The dagger sails over the scout's shoulder as she's running away, and just like she shouts in Elvish, "Please, I'm sorry."
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Mabina, it's your turn. The last remaining scout is running away from you and is still in range with Eldritch Blast, if you'd like to do that.
I would indeed. Except the one that's with a hypnotic pattern, yeah.
There is no longer anyone with hypnotic pattern. That person woke up and is running away. And is the last remaining person, and you killed her.
Alright.
2 Eldritch Blasts into the shoulder, and she just collapses into the muck. Alright, that is the end of the combat. So I think it is a perfect spot. We can take a break, probably a 10-minute break, and we'll come right back. We've been playing for exactly 3 hours, actually. So I don't know if you guys want to keep going, or...
We gotta get going. We got some stuff to do before leaving.
Okay. Well,
But
I hope you guys had fun.
Yes, that was a good combat.
It was. I was a little concerned there for a while. We had a lot of combatants and a lot of